Good morning to all my awesome friends and family. I wanted to share with you what I'm going to be able to do with this piece of meat that I got at Stater Brothers today. With $2 off almost, cheaper than hamburger meat. And this roast was a wonderful cut of meat. Hardly any waste at all. And it was just wonderful. My husband couldn't believe what a great buy I got. I tell him we have to look for every sale we can find, and if you look around, you're bound and determined to find something that will make some great meals. We're going to have a good pot roast out of this, we're going to have a hash out of this, and we're going to have stroganoff out of this. We're going to shoot for 3 meals out of this one piece of meat, and each of these meals we'll be able to eat twice. So technically, we're going to have 6 meals out of one piece of meat, and it is going to be awesome. I love using beef consommé and golden mushroom together. It makes a great sauce, and it's a great way to cook your pot roast. Make sure when you're doing this, though, this soup is pretty salty already. You don't need to salt any meat while you're doing this. Just cook your meat without salt. Add any seasonings that you might like to add to your pot roast as usual. Add your potatoes and add your carrots and onions also towards the end of the cooking time, because the roast will take quite a while to cook. Make sure to add 1 cup of water to every can of soup you have. I know in the beginning it's going to seem a little watery, but it will cook down over time when you are cooking that pot roast slow and easy. And when you add the potatoes, it will also cook down some more. If it's not cooked down enough to your liking, in a separate fry pan, brown up a little bit of flour and add your juices to that and stir it around and make it a little thicker. You don't need to add salt to it either because the soup has plenty of salt. Just maybe add a little pepper or some other seasoning you might want. But it's going to make an awesome gravy. You're not going to believe it. Before browning your meat, season it in whatever seasonings you want except for salt. The soup itself has plenty of salt in it and you don't need to add any more. If you feel like at the end you want to do that, then you can add it. Brown your meat on both sides, and when you're done browning it, then pour over your soup. Be sure to add 1 cup of water for each cup of soup. And in the beginning, it's going to look a little watery, but don't be concerned, it's going to cook down in the cooking process. As you can see, this meat, you can get it with a fork. You don't even need a knife. And the juices will keep breaking down, as I said. And then add your potatoes. I know I did my potatoes different than a lot of you. I don't take my peelings off. They're full of vitamins and nutrients. So I usually leave the peelings on when I cook my potatoes. And usually I would add onions and carrots, but I have grandkids coming over and they don't like onions and carrots. So I left it out today, but normally I would cook with it. And after cutting my potatoes about the same size, I put them in the juices as you see. And doesn't it look yummy? I think you're going to be so surprised all the flavor those potatoes are going to get from the juice, from the pot roast, and all the seasonings you've put in. This is a great way to make a pot roast and make more than one meal. When I'm done, this meat will fall apart and I can easily put 2 or 3 more meals together. Depends on how much extra meat I have left over. But as you see, everything is looking really good. Now, as I take the meat out, as you can see, it's ready to just literally fall apart. Great for cutting. Well, I shouldn't say cutting. You could barely cut it. It was falling apart. But the meat isn't dry at all because it's been cooked in those wonderful juices. And it's easy then to make hash and stroganoff out of the leftover meat. And that is another great way of cooking and preparing where you have extra meals for you don't have to stay in the kitchen all the time. Look at how moist that meat is. It's not dried out at all. It's wonderful because it's been in all those wonderful juices cooking slow all day. It makes a great meal and makes great leftovers. You're not going to be sorry when you see it. Now here we are. We've plated our food. As you can see, I added a little sour cream to even give more flavor to my food. You do not have to do that if you don't like sour cream, but if you do, it tastes great. And I mix it in my potatoes and my meat, and it's wonderful. I hope you enjoyed this pot roast recipe I put together today. Hugs and kisses to all my awesome friends and family. Glad you enjoyed coming by. Don't forget, we always come up with something new and different on this channel, and we always love hearing from you. Please leave us a comment and let us know how you liked this one today. I enjoy making wonderful videos for all my awesome friends and family. Please take care and have a wonderful weekend, my dear friends. Please take care of yourselves. Bye-bye for now.